हाय हेलो नमस्कार गुड इवनिंग गुड मॉर्निंग आपको जो भी कहना है कह लीजिए। मेरे तरफ से आप सभी को अ वेरी गुड इवनिंग। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं हमारे पहले चैप्टर हाउ आई टॉट माय ग्रैंडमदर टू रीड रिटन बाय सुधा मूर्ति। ओके, नाउ सुधा मूर्ति इज एक्चुअली अ वेरी फेमस इंडियन राइटर। लेकिन वो सिर्फ एक राइटर ही नहीं है, उसका और भी आइडेंटिटीज है, जैसे कि वो एक टीचर भी है। ओके, और वो एक सोशल वर्कर भी है, राइट। सोशल वर्कर मेनली बेस्ड ऑन एजुकेशन। सो सुधा मूर्ति जी इज एक्चुअली अ वेरी फेमस इंडियन ऑथर। और वो इतना फेमस क्यों है? मेन रीजन है कि उसका जो लैंग्वेज होते हैं वो बहुत ही सिंपल होता है, इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड होता है, बहुत ही लूसिड होता है। ठीक है, तो इसीलिए वो बहुत फेमस है। और उसका जो स्टोरीज का थीम होता है, जो प्लॉट होता है, वो ज्यादातर रियल लाइफ एक्सपीरियंस्ड के ऊपर बेस्ड होते हैं, राइट। और अगर हम कोई भी इंडियन ऑथर इंडियन ऑथर को सुधा मूर्ति जी से कंपेयर करें तो वो हो सकता है आपका रस्किन बॉन्ड। दोनों का जो राइटिंग स्टाइल है वो काफी सिमिलर है, काफी इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड है, काफी ल्यूसिड है और रियल लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस के ऊपर बेस्ड होते हैं, राइट। तो चलिए बढ़ते हैं स्टोरी की तरफ। When I was a girl of about 12, I used to stay in a village in North Karnataka. So where is the plot set in? The plot is set in a place in a village of North Karnataka. And what was the age of the author? The age of the author was only 12 years, right? And during that time, she used to live with her grandparents. Those days, the transport system was not very good. So we used to get the morning paper only in the afternoon. तो सोचिए कितने पुराने जमाने की ये स्टोरी है। अभी तो हमारे सबके फोन में 5G है, सभी के पास वाईफाई है, तो एक ही क्लिक में हम कितने भी चाहे कितने भी बड़ा से बड़ा फाइल भेज दे, दुनिया की कोई भी कोने में वो पहुंच जाएगा। लेकिन ये जो टाइम फ्रेम है जिसके बारे में सुधा मूर्ति जी ने लिखा है यहाँ पे स्टोरी में, वो तभी लाइफ इतना स्लो था। ठीक है, लाइफ वॉज रियली वेरी स्लो पेस्ड कि ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम जो था वो इतना अच्छा तो नहीं था। और उसके ऊपर क्या, जो पेपर न्यूज़पेपर जो सुबह सुबह को आने वाली थी वो आती थे कब? आफ्टरनून में, दोपहर में। और जो वीकली मैगजीन था हर वीक में एक बार आता था, वो कब आते थे? वो एक दिन लेट आता था। जैसे कि अगर उसको वेडनेसडे आना था तो वो कब आते थे? वो आते थे थर्सडे को। ठीक है, all of us would wait eagerly for the bus, which used to come with the papers, weekly magazines, and the post, right? At that time, Triveni was a very popular writer in Kannada language. So now here there is a mention of a Kannada author, a Kannada writer, and that is Triveni. Okay, so Triveni was a Kannada writer. She was a wonderful writer. Her style was easy to read and very convincing, just like the author herself. Her stories usually dealt with complex psychological problems in the lives of ordinary people and were always very interesting. So her stories mainly dealt with the life of ordinary people. Her language was very clear and very easy to understand. So that is the reason why she was very popular among her readers. अनफॉर्चुनेटली फॉर कन्नाडा लिटरेचर शी डाइड वेरी यंग। मतलब उसको अभी भी बहुत कुछ देना था कन्नाडा लिटरेचर को, ठीक है, जैसे कि बहुत कुछ लिखना था, बहुत कुछ मतलब नॉवेल्स लिखना था, स्टोरीज लिखना था। तो लेकिन उसका एक अनटाइमली डेथ हो गया। शी वाज सो फेमस दैट इवन आफ्टर 40 years people still was a fan of her writing, ठीक है, and they used to appreciate her novels. One of her novels called Kashi Yatre was appearing as a serial in the Kannada Weekly. So Kashi Yatre was one of her novels which used to be published in a weekly magazine. And what was the name of the weekly magazine? The name of the weekly magazine was Karma Veera. Okay, so you have to remember these names. The name of the novel was Kashi Yatri. The weekly magazine was Karma Veera. It is a story of an old lady and her ardent desire to go to Kashi or Varanasi. So what was the theme of the story? What was the theme of the novel Kashi Yatri? That a old lady was there whose ardent desire, ardent mean बहुत ही keen desire, वो बहुत ही passionate थे काशी जाने के लिए, ठीक है। तो उसको जाना था काशी, कैसे भी करके पैसा जोड़ के, सेविंग्स करके, कुछ भी करके उसको काशी जाना था, ओके। बाय हुक और बाय क्रुक उसको जाना ही था। लेकिन क्या हुआ, हम देखते हैं। So ardent desire to go to Kashi or Varanasi. Most Hindus believe that going to Kashi and worshipping Lord Vishveshwara is the ultimate punya. Punya, the English translation for punya is actually piety. ठीक है, piety. So Hindus believed that if we go to Kashi or Varanasi and we worship Lord Vishveshwara, क्या होता है कि हमको पुण्य मिलते हैं. This old lady also believed in this and her struggle to go there was described in that novel. So how she, collected money, gathered money, and how she, finally she was able, like finally she was, eligible. In the story, there was also a young orphan girl who falls in love, but there was no money for the wedding. In the end, the old lady gives away all her savings without going to Kashi. She says, the happiness of this orphan girl is more important than worshipping Lord Vishveshwara at Kashi. So, here, what is the quality of the old lady? The qualities we can definitely say that she was self sacrificing. Yes or no?
To go to Varanasi or Kashi.
Okay, we can say
and
that she was
worship Lord
definitely
Vishveshwara.
self-sacrificing.
Right?
कि by like बहुत ही मेहनत करके वो अपने पैसा जोड़ा है, ठीक, काशी जाने के लिए। लेकिन फाइनली जब उसको पता चला कि एक लड़की है, एक ऑर्फन लड़की जो शादी करने वाली है, और उसको ये लगा कि उससे भी ज्यादा उसको पैसा की जरूरत है, तो उन्होंने क्या किया, सब पैसे उसको दे दिए. So this is definitely a quality of the old lady, and the quality is self-sacrificing. My grandmother, Krishtaka, never went to school, so she could not read. Every Wednesday, the magazine would come, and I would read the next episode of this story to her. During that time, she would forget all her work and listen with the greatest concentration. So क्या है यहाँ पे कि ऑथर के जो ग्रैंड मॉम थे, कृष्टका was her name. So her grandmother could not read and write. So इसीलिए क्या होता था कि every Wednesday when the weekly magazine used to come, the granddaughter, that is the author herself, she used to read that magazine out loud to her grandmother. And what her grandmother used to do, her grandmother was so much interested in the story, in the plot, in the development of the story, that वो जो भी काम कर रहे होते थे तभी के लिए वो सब कुछ छोड़ छाड़ के वो बैठ जाती थी सुनने के लिए, right? Later she could repeat the entire text by heart. और इतनी concentration से वो सुनते थे कि उसको जो पूरा जो story था वो उसको by heart याद होता था, ठीक है? My grandmother too never went to Kashi, and she identified herself with the novel's protagonist. देखो, जब भी हम कोई स्टोरी या कोई भी नॉवेल या कोई भी ड्रामा, पोएट्री, कुछ भी हो, जब भी हम पढ़ते हैं, क्या होते हैं बेसिकली, उसका जो प्रोटैगनिस्ट होते हैं, यानी कि जो मेन कैरेक्टर होते हैं नॉवेल का, कभी-कभी हम किसी प्रोटैगनिस्ट से रिलेट कर बैठते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि कुछ ऐसे चीज होते हैं कि स्टोरी में उसका जो भी लाइक हो सकता है कि कुछ भी हैप्पीनेस हो गया या कोई भी कुछ सैड हो गया, सैडनेस हो गया, तो उसके साथ हम रिलेट कर पाते हैं. खुद की लाइफ में भी वो सेम सिमिलर कोई इंसिडेंट हुआ था तो हम रिलेट कर पाते हैं. तो जब भी हम कोई भी कैरेक्टर को रिलेट कर पाते हैं तभी ही उस कैरेक्टर के लिए हमारे लाइकिंग डेवलप होता है. तो जैसे कि यहाँ पे ये जो स्टोरी था काशी यात्री, जहाँ पे ये ओल्ड लेडी था जिसको जाना था काशी, तो सिमिलरली ऑथर की जो ग्रैंड मदर थी उसको भी एक डिजायर था, सेम डिजायर, जो कि है काशी जाना, ठीक है. So more than anybody else, she was the one most interested in knowing what happened next in the story, and used to insist that I read the serial out to her. After hearing what happened next in Kashi Yatre, she would join her friends at the temple courtyard, where we children would also gather to play hide and seek. Okay, so after she used to listen, after she listened to the story of that week, what she used to do, she used to go to the temple and she used to sit with her friends and she used to discuss about the story. She would discuss the latest episode and with her friends. At that time, I never understood why there was so much of debate about the story. Once I went for a wedding with my cousins to the neighboring village. In those days, a wedding was a great event. We children enjoyed ourselves thoroughly. We would eat and play endlessly, savoring the freedom because all the elders were busy. I went for a couple of days but ended up staying there for a week. So as we have already discussed कि ये जो story है वो जब लिखा गया था मतलब the time period when it was written life was really very slow paced. तो अभी तो किसी के पास टाइम ही नहीं होता है कोई भी वेडिंग इनविटेशन मतलब अटेंड करे कोई भी वेडिंग को अटेंड करे कहाँ पे भी जाए और रहे एक दो दिन लेकिन बैक देन व्हाट यूज्ड टू हैपन कि हम एक दिन के लिए जाते थे लेकिन वहां पे एक वीक रह जाते थे तो सिमिलर थिंग्स हैपेंड विद द ऑथर आल्सो सो शी वेंट टू अ वेडिंग एंड देयर शी स्टेड फॉर अ वीक When I came back to my village, I saw my grandmother in tears. I was surprised, for I had never seen her cry even in the most difficult situations. What had happened? I was worried. Ava, is everything all right? Are you okay? So when she came back from the wedding, what happened? She saw that her grandmother was worried. So she said Ava. Ava means Ava is actually the Ava means actually mother. In Canadian language, Ava means mother. So she asked that is everything all right? I used to call her Ava, which means mother in Kannada spoken in North Karnataka. She nodded but did not reply. I did not understand and forgot about it. In the night, after dinner, we were sleeping in the open terrace of our house. It was a summer night and there was a full moon. Ava came and sat next to me. Her affectionate hands touched my forehead. I realized she wanted to speak. I asked her, what is the matter? So, उसको लग रहा था कि ऑथर को लग रही थी कि शायद ग्रैंड मॉम ने कुछ लाइक उसको कुछ कहना है सो इसीलिए शी आस्क्ड दैट ग्रैंड मॉम व्हाट हैपेंड व्हाट इज द मैटर When I was a young girl, so she started saying, her grandmom started saying, I lost my mother. There was nobody to look after and guide me. My father was a busy man and got married again. In those days, people never considered education essential for girls. So I never went to school. I got married very young and had children. I became very busy. Later, I had grandchildren and always felt so much happiness in cooking and feeding all of you. At times, I used to regret not going to school. So I made sure that my children and grandchildren studied well. So यहाँ पे वो अपनी दुख की कहानी बताते हैं उसको तो क्या बोलती है वो बोलती है कि मेरे बहुत ही यंग एज में शादी हो गई थी तो इसीलिए मैं लिख और पढ़ नहीं पाई और उन दिनों क्या होता था गर्ल्स एजुकेशन को इतना इम्पोर्टेंस भी नहीं दिए जाते थे ठीक है तो इसीलिए क्या हो गया जल्दी शादी भी हो गया और हो गई और फिर चिल्ड्रन हो गई फिर ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन भी आ गए तो इसीलिए खुद के लिए वो कभी टाइम निकाल नहीं पाए और चिल्ड्रन और ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन को देखभाल करने में वो बिजी हो गए थे ठीक है I could not understand why my 62-year-old grandmother was telling me, a 12-year-old, the story of her life in the middle of the night. So she was very confused that अरे एक मेरे जो grandmom है वो उसका एज ऑलरेडी 60-62 हो गया है और वो मुझे ये सब क्यों बता रही है और फिर अभी इस समय में But I knew I loved her immensely and there had to be some reason why she was talking to me. I looked at her face. It was unhappy and her eyes were filled with tears. She was a good-looking lady who was usually always smiling. Even today, I cannot forget the worried expression on her face. I leaned forward and held her hand. Lekin, I didn't know why my grandmother was explaining all these things to me, to a girl whose age is just 12 years, and that also during the night time. बट आई अंडरस्टूड ऑथर को पता चला कि वो लेकिन जो कुछ भी है ग्रैंड मॉम असल में बहुत ही दुखी थे कुछ तो चीज थे या कुछ तो होगा जो वो परेशान कर रही थी ग्रैंड मॉम को तो और उसके जो फेस थे ऐसे तो वो गुड लुकिंग थे लेकिन उस दिन उसका जो फेस थे वो बहुत ही वरीड लग रही थी ठीक है आई लीन फॉरवर्ड टू हेल्ड हर हैंड तो मैंने उसका हाथ पकड़ा अवा डोंट क्राई व्हाट इज द मैटर कैन आई हेल्प यू इन एनी वे Yes, I need your help. You know, when you were away, Karma Veera came as usual. I opened the magazine. I saw the picture that accompanies the story of Kashi Yatri, and I could not understand anything that was written. Many times I rubbed my hands over the pages, wishing they could understand what was written, but I knew it was not possible. So now grandmom is actually saying what was the reason why she was sad. So she says कि जब तुम वेडिंग में चले गए थे तब क्या हुआ, कर्मा वीरा आए, लेकिन because I couldn't read, I was very sad. I couldn't read, but I tried so hard to read. I was, moving my hands on the pages of the book, but मुझे कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आई, मैं पढ़ ही नहीं पा रही थी. If only I was educated enough, I waited eagerly for you to return. I felt you would come early and read for me. I even thought of going to the village and asking you to read for me. So she was so ardent in reading that book that she, for once, she thought, "Ki, let me go to the wedding where her granddaughter is and let her read there." So she was so ardent and she was so much worried that she couldn't read. I could have asked somebody in the village, but I was too embarrassed to do so. मैं किसी और को भी बोल सकती थी, लेकिन मुझे बहुत ही शर्म आ रही थी. I felt very dependent and helpless. We are well off, but what's use of the money when I cannot be independent? पैसे तो है हमारे पास बहुत सारे, लेकिन उसका क्या ही यूज अगर मैं इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं बन पाई. ठीक है. I did not know what to answer. Ava continued. I have decided I want to learn the Kannada alphabet from tomorrow onwards. I will work very hard. I will keep Saraswati Puja day during Dasara as the deadline. That day, I should be able to read a novel on my own. I want to be independent. So, a grandmom was so determined at the age of 62 to read that she already made a target for herself. And what was the target? On the day of Saraswati Puja, she will finally read a novel. Okay, and the days that are left for the Saraswati Puja, she will start how to read and write. I saw the determination on her face, so she was very much determined. Yet I laughed at her. Now she was a very small girl. She was only the age of 12, so she did not understand the gravity, the situation of the matter. But still, she could see the determination on her face, and she somehow laughed. Ava, at the age of 62, you want to learn the alphabet? All your hair is grey, your hands are wrinkled, and you wear spectacles, and you work so much in the kitchen. So now, the granddaughter is saying to her grandmom that at the age of 62, you are working so hard, you have already, your head is full of grey hair, and still you want to read. At this age, you are so determined. Childishly, I made fun of the old lady. So as I said that she didn't understand the gravity of the situation. So she was asking all this कि आप तो already बूढ़े हो चुके हैं, like you cannot see properly, your head is full of grey hair, and you work so much in the kitchen. What you want to read at the age of 62? But she just smiled. For a good cause, if you are determined, you can overcome any obstacle. I will work harder than anybody, but I will do. For learning, there is no age bar. But her grandmom was so much determined that she said that age is not a matter. I will do what I have thought of. The next day onwards, I started my tuition of teaching her grandmom. Ava was a wonderful student. The amount of homework she did was amazing. She would read, repeat, write, and recite. I was her only teacher and she was my first student. So, who was the first student of the author? Her grandmom. Little did I know then that one day I would become a teacher in computer science and teach hundreds of students. So, as I said, Sudha Murthy is also a teacher. So, now she's actually thinking about this that my grandmother was my first first student. But back then, when I was teaching my grandmom, I did not even think of this, that one certain day I will grow up to be a computer science teacher and I will be teaching hundreds of students. The Dasara festival came as usual. Secretly, I bought Kashi Yatri, which had been published as a novel by that time. My grandmother called me to the puja place and made me sit down on a stool. She gave me a gift of frock material. So what did the grandmother give to the author? A frock material. Then she did something unusual. What unusual? जो करना नहीं चाहता, मतलब करना नहीं था. Unusual, not very usual thing, not very familiar. She bent down and touched my feet. So her grandmother, being so elderly to her, she touched the feet of her granddaughter. I was surprised and taken aback. So the author was surprised. She was taken aback. She was so surprised that she was really shocked and she was taken aback. Elders never touch the feet of youngsters. We have always touched the feet of gods, elders and teachers. हम तो भगवान के पैर छूते हैं, बड़े के पैर छूते हैं, जितने भी बड़े बुजुर्ग होते हैं उसको उनके पैर छूते हैं, टीचर्स हमारे जो गुरु होते हैं उनके पैर छूते हैं. लेकिन आप मेरे ग्रैंड मॉम हो, इतने साल में इतने आप बड़े हो, आप मेरे पैर छू रहे हो. We considered that as a mark of respect. It is a great tradition, but today the reverse has happened. It was not correct. So we considered that a mark of respect. It is a great tradition. The tradition is really great that we touch the feet of our elders. But today, उस दिन क्या हुआ था? सरस्वती पूजा के दिन, the reverse had happened. So what was the reverse that happened? The grandmother, who was an elder person, she was touching the feet of a younger person. It was not correct. She said, I am touching the feet of a teacher, not my granddaughter. A teacher who taught me so well, with so much of affection, that I can read any novel confidently in such a short period of time. Now I am independent. So grandmom की जो असली aim था वो क्या थी? Independent बनना. She was saying that we have so much money, but what is the use of money अगर मैं independent ही नहीं हूँ? So finally, today on the day of Saraswati Puja, she became independent, and out of that gratitude, she touched the feet of her granddaughter, whom she considered as a teacher. And so she said that I am touching the feet of a teacher. तुम मेरे गुरु हो because you have taught me to read and write and also to become independent. I'm not touching the feet of my granddaughter. Rather, I am touching the feet of a teacher. It is my duty to respect a teacher. Is it not written in our scriptures that a teacher should be respected irrespective of the gender and age? ये क्या हमारे स्क्रिप्चर्स में लिखा नहीं है कि एक टीचर को हमेशा रेस्पेक्ट करना चाहिए, चाहे उसका एज, चाहे उसका जेंडर, कुछ भी हो. I did return her namaskara to her by touching her feet and gave my gift to my first student. She opened it and read immediately the title Kashi Yatri by Triveni and the publisher's name. Okay, so now what did the author do? The author also in return touched the feet of her grandmother. And now comes a surprise. What is the surprise? The final test. When she gave the gift Kashi Yatre, the book Kashi Yatri she gives to her grandmom. Her grandmom, what she does? She reads the title Kashi Yatre and also the publisher's name. I knew then that my student had passed with flying colors. So flying colors means with very good performance, with very good result. The student, that is the grandmother, has succeeded in the test of reading and writing, and now she finally becomes independent and she finally can read her favorite novel, that is Kashi Yatre, on her own, right? So here we complete the story, and I hope you have understood. If you have any doubt, definitely do ask in the comment section, and in the next video we are going to discuss the questions and answers. Okay, thank you for today.